Greetings! This one is Portraiture. Congratulations, we're into the last big project before your final. The details of this assignment go into working with people, live human beings. You must engage the subject, who must be human, awake, and posable. You must be posing these people, this individual, for this assignment. Have an idea where you want to shoot to best complement your subject. Consider the warehouse district, the riverfront, a park, and a time of day lighting opportunity that will best complement your subject, whether it's morning, noon, dusk, bright sunlight, or possibly in the shade. Work with your subject to make sure that they look the best that they can. And watch for that light coming across the nose. Sometimes we're posing in light and you turn a little bit and you get some light on the nose that's very not complimentary. Shoot 2 individual portraits. It can be of the same person, but I want at least 2 different poses. And then the third shot for submission should be a group shot of at least 3 people that you pose. Guys sitting around a card table doesn't count. A band marching down the street does not count. You must be posing these people, okay? You are combining landscape architecture and still life. You are picking a location that's going to complement your subject, and then you're going to be using your lighting experience from still life to make sure that you are making them look as good as you can. Avoid shooting someone you know. This is a great tendency. We're going to shoot a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a kid. And if they're not really engaged, it's really hard for you to get into the shoot and get the best images that you can. So unless they're really engaging, really cooperative, avoid shooting family and friends. On the flip side, the best subjects to shoot are people that are used to being posed, they're used to being directed, such as dancers or actors. And this can be anywhere in their life. If they're middle school or high school and they've worked in plays or in dance, or even been on a sports team and are used to being directed, they'll be much more comfortable posing for you. The first picture is a backlit field. This photographer was very comfortable working with subjects. Didn't follow the rule as far as putting the light in front, had the light behind the subject, but in this particular instance it worked really well. She went out into the field, got those perspective lines, as you can see in the rows, all pointing back towards the person, and it was not distracting at all, having those trees in the background nicely lit. Building girl. This, as you know from this class, I really love the Robert Morris building, and shooting straight up the edge like this is very fascinating to me. And somebody just put a subject there. Not a really great portrait per se, but a really great picture having a person in it. Elevator group shot, one of my favorites. We came across the end of a class, people were struggling with their group poses and stuff, so we went out and just worked really efficiently around the Robert Morris building, trying to get group shots of at least 3 people. Be relaxed, have fun, use your teammates, your classmates, your friends, get at least 3 people, and make it interesting. This is one of those for me that is a very interesting group shot, nicely posed, lots of energy, and there's a little bit of a story there. Really like it. The group stairs. This is out in front of Robert Morris as well. This is from the One Spot location, I believe. And people were saying, how do I get them all in the shot? How do I get so many people in a shot? So this was an example of finding an interesting angle. They liked this area, and then just placing people in it. Try not to go straight across with all your people. Use dimensionality, use depth, use people sitting not in a single plane, a 2-dimensional plane, but in 3 dimensions. Somebody close, somebody further away. Can add a lot of visual interest to the pictures. Mother-daughter on the couch, absolutely lovely photo. This is something I'm even envious of in shooting. And I'm really thinking that there was a beautiful skylight that was positioned just perfectly for this pair. Not too much of a traditional pose, not that senior portrait-ish type of approach, but very comfortable. Mother-daughter, really in a nice, comfortable pose. To work on a group shot, you don't have to necessarily shoot the people straight on. This image here is taken out by the FedEx UPS boxes in the Robert Morris main hall, and the photographer organized us and used the reflection of that pillar as a portrait element, and again made it interesting, which is one of the requirements of this assignment. And even though you can't see the faces, there's 5 people in there that this photographer posed and got a really interesting shot. Lastly, the side-lit trio. This was photographed in the main floor of Robert Morris in the art room. The lights in the ceiling up there can be moved around a little bit and directed to be interesting, to create interesting light, I should say. You put the people in position, then you had somebody else move the lights around to get them lit in a very attractive manner. And I really like the eyes going back, the double eyes in the foreground, and then one eye and one eye again. So enjoy yourself with this. You'll find, like with the previous 2 primary assignments, that you will either find this very easy because you like working with people, or you'll find it very hard because you hate working with people. Good luck.